Hello, my lovely Geminis. Welcome to your 2024 yearly forecast. I have left the best for last. I had to take a little bit of a break because I did Libras yesterday. I should have finished yours yesterday, but that one was pretty heavy. I'm even thinking of redoing that one. I needed a break. So here we are, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Well, okay, 10 of Pentacles peeking through. I had cleansed and cleared the deck and I went through every single card and somehow that one was face up. I definitely feel that my Gemini friends are going to see an increase in your money, your career, your finances. What I was feeling for you in terms of the channel message that was coming through was that it's not just about having a source of stability, but continuity, right? Continuity is going to be key. Look at that. There are still some fears, the 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, that there are situations that can creep up, perhaps that you have dealt with in the recent months or years that have kind of thrown you off kilter, that have kind of made it feel as though you've had more hurdles than home runs, if that makes sense. Okay. So Gemini, I do feel like 2024 is going to be a big level up for some of you. I definitely feel like there's going to be more stability, more success, new experiences, new ideas for you. Highly recommend, Spirit is saying, to find a more positive way out of an anxiety-riddled situation, okay? So if you have a specific crutch, right? Bad habits, overspending, emotional eating, going out for a drink, a smoke, whatever it may be, when you are stressed or worried, it's counterintuitive to your growth, okay? And let's be real, that's not very sustainable for the long run. And here comes in that word continuity. Okay, Gemini, let's get into it. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Make sure you check out your other aspects of your chart, Moon, Rising, Venus, or whatever sign you have heavily in your chart. I'm going to pull a card, one for each month. Beautiful. See, January, February, March. Look at that. Repeated card. 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands. 333 could be significant. You could be turning 33 or you are 33 at this time. April, love that. May. You could be seeing 333. You also have 2 5s. 55 could also be the year you were born, the age you're approaching, or that you currently are at this time. August, September. Yep. Okay. Nice. Still not seeing any major arcanas. So let's see. October. There you are. The Fool card. November and December. I do want to take this one. I have this wanting to sneak peek at it, and 2 of Pentacles. So remember what I said, if there's any point, what's at the bottom? 4 of Swords. Yeah, exactly what I said, the Lover's card. Okay, anytime you feel like you're going through a rough patch where you're thinking, you're overthinking, you're feeling like whatever it is that you are trying to get through, trying to come up with a solution, I feel like, once again, Spirit is saying, make sure that what your coping skill or mechanism is, right? That it's a skill and not a crutch, not a dependency type thing, right? Unless you're going to be dependent on something that's good, something that will help heal you, help you thrive, help you rise above, supersede anything that feels like hinders you in the long run. And a lot of you already know what this is. Could even be like a bad influence in your life, and maybe you don't see them that way, in terms of a person, but maybe there's a particular person is not going to meet your needs in any way, but for whatever reason, you continuously go back to them. Friend, lover, partnership of any type, okay? Energy Oracle for Gemini. If you'd like your very own personal 2024 yearly forecast, I am going to pull one more attachment. And there's your other 5, so 555. Give me one sec, something fell. Like I was saying, if you'd like your very own personal 2024 yearly forecast or any other services you'd like to book, I've got a few available. The link is in the description box down below. If you're not following me over on Instagram, I am at Virgo Angel Tarot. Beautiful. 22. You also have the 2 there. I'm noticing like these are like the beginning of a journey. Lower numbers here. There is something that's telling me that you almost feel like you're starting over in square one. So some of you, that's your take on a New Year's resolution, how you start off a new year, clean slate, start from the beginning. I feel like some of you are sick and tired of starting over. Like when you're trying to come up with ideas, when you're trying to figure out where you need to make changes. Some of you are doing some journaling, some scripting, vision boarding. Love it. Do it. 4 of Wands peeked through. As I was saying, I'm getting this feeling of, all right, new year, new me. Let's start over again. But I want you to remember that it's not about starting over again every year, but rather where you're at right now should be your starting point for the new year. Because I feel like some of you do like a hard reset when something doesn't feel right, and then you end up in this vicious cycle where this year looks just like last year and then the year before, because you keep doing the same thing over and over again. That's not for everyone, but that is for somebody here. I'm noticing sequences and synchronicities here, right? So 33, 55, 22. Okay, so 555 can be significant for you. 222 as well. Those could be significant angel numbers and synchronicities that you will see throughout the year. 222 to me is about partnerships and co-creation. Pair that up with 555 and you're going to see some changes in your partnerships, collaborations, co-creation. Those of you that do spiritual work, you're going to see an expansion in the way you do spiritual work, ritual work, guides, spirit guides, guardian angels, deceased loved ones that you connect to, your ancestors, you know, the angels, the gods, the goddesses, deities that you connect with. You're going to expand. I'm gonna see it like kind of like your spiritual team, right? Your little secret you got up your sleeve or your back pocket. That spiritual team that you guys work with is about to expand. You're going to get closer to new deities, new gods, goddesses. Those of you, again, not for everyone, those of you that do spiritual work, you are going to be called upon new people to build relationships with, either in the physical realm or ethereal, right? The card of attachment here. Now, much like I was saying, some of you may be doing the hard reset every New Year's Eve and then say, we're going to start from scratch, start all over. Don't forget everything that you've learned. Don't forget everything that you've learned, the experience that you've earned. It's a badge of honor, whether it's through failure or success. And then you stack up on that success, right? Building up. And as I said, stack on that success is because I literally saw like stacks of money building on that success. Like I said, some of you are going to be coming into some money this year. By your personal growth and successes are finally paying out. like very much Seven of Pentacles energy, where you're just like, I did the work, nothing worked, nothing paid out, or I'm seeing kibbles, very little coming through. Yeah, no, be patient. The universe has got you, okay? But the attachment card, it's like being dead set on working something, on doing something, on manifesting a specific outcome in a particular way, with no room to like for budge, for flexibility. It's like, no, because so-and-so, cousin, baby mama, godmother, whoever told me that this is the way to do it. But allow yourself the room to grow, to advance on your terms with your guides. Okay? If this is something about like a personal business, a personal project, right? If you're modeling your own business after somebody else's and the way they earned their success, or the way they made things grow for themselves, their journey cannot be replicated. That's on them, because you don't have the same secret sauce. You don't have the same seasoning. You can duplicate a product. It doesn't mean it's going to be the same. Its essence is different, because you've got your essence, they've got their essence, and the next person has theirs. And there is enough room for success and abundance for everyone. The key here is for you to find your secret sauce. And as I was, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm saying secret sauce, but Spirit is saying, no, it's your secret weapon. Because I feel like some of you need that little bit of oomph, right? And you know, like in comic book style, cartoon, maybe I'm making myself feel really old right now, but like Batman style comic, where you see the little like colors and it says like bam, kapow, like that. That's what Spirit is saying. Yeah, you need your like big pow moment. You're working on it. You're coming back around to it. I say that because I saw a boomerang coming through. So if there are products, if there are ideas, if there are services, if there are past goals that you kind of pushed off to the side because it wasn't working for you in that moment, doesn't mean it was never meant to work for you, but rather we're all on different timelines. Spirit could have, given you a little bit of a pause button. Hanged Man energy is coming through. That's saying, I see what you're doing here, but you're not ready for that. Let's move over here first, and then we'll circle back around to that. So I feel like that's very important for you as well. Okay, so some of you have some ideas, product ideas, services, what you want to do that haven't fully flourished or come to fruition. Think about where you were back then when you first thought of that and where you are now. And then think of all the ideas, the knowledge, the experience, the wisdom, the people who you have in your corner now that maybe you didn't back then, that have been placed in your path, that are here now, again, to help catapult you, to help move you, to help guide you into that next stage of your journey. Now, in terms of love, I feel like some of you, if you are single, you've been dating around, maybe you've been in and out of like casual relationships that you're just kind of waiting for it to be serious. I feel like you are specifically attached to a specific person. You're like, no, that is my boo. That is my person. They don't know it yet. They don't know it yet, but we're going to be married. I'm going to be baby mama, baby daddy. And for whatever reason, feels like it's been long-term off and on, but not really long-term. So it's like a long-term casual relationship. If it does not fulfill your every need, you're way too attached to that outcome, to that person. And so Spirit is saying the qualities that you look for in a person, not the qualities that you like in this person, the qualities that you look for in a person and your deal breakers. Put them all together and find you a person, a partner, a mate, soul mate that fits that. Don't work it the other way around. I feel like it's time to let go of attachments of certain circumstances, certain outcomes, or the way you want things to manifest for yourself. Spirit is saying it's time for you to be flexible. You know, the yin yang energy here, card number 22, is being balanced, is being grounded, knowing your own power, your own worth, knowing that you can mold and create the life that you want for yourself. This is like true alchemist energy, having yin and yang energy fused together. Again, Spirit is telling me to remind you, think of where you were once upon a time and where you are now. What has come through for you? What have you learned? What has come up? Who are the people that have left and who are the people that are by your side? I also feel like I saw like this, like stadium seating with people cheering for you, like at a football game or whatever. I don't know if that means anything to anybody. Maybe some of you have plans to go to the football game. I don't follow football. So I don't know, maybe you guys got big plans for like Super Bowl or something, right? But I'm seeing like some of you, if you don't have that type of support system of people cheering you on, some of you, you're looking for a partnership, a lifelong partnership, or you do have this like, you know, marriage, partnership, relationship, who is like your rock, who's holding it down for you. You could be that rock for someone where you're holding it down for them as well. King of Wands. This King of Wands, and you do have him here in December. Male or female, doesn't matter. But the energy of the King of Wands here. I know a lot of people see, you know, read this card as like husband material. So yes, if you are interested in someone in that way, where you are in a serious relationship with them, I feel like they could have proposed. You guys could be taking your relationship to the next level. You're definitely on the right track or path to get to that point. Making long-term plans and goals together, like moving in, having children, talking about marriage, purchasing a home, you know, how you're going to fuse your lives together, right? Infuse, I should say. You do have this energy coming through with the Three of Cups, much to be celebrated at the beginning of the year. Again, you know, I'm hearing like the big explosion of energy that's coming through that gets you started on the right foot when it comes to the new year. January, you've got Three of Cups, a lot to celebrate, unions, reunions, I think goals that are being met. This is also a gathering of like-minded people, like-minded souls. Once again, I'm seeing the stadium seating, right? Cold metal benches. Cold metal stadium benches. People bundled up in like their varsity jackets, their beanies, their hoodies. Maybe this is like a football game, like a high school football game. But I'm seeing like people jumping up and down, rallying around, like, you know, when you score big and how you've got this audience cheering you on. I don't know, maybe you're a football player. Or maybe that's your goals for this year. You're like, yeah, I want that. Give yourself one of those cheering audience tracks in any of your social media reels or posts where it feels like your spiritual team is guiding you on, saying, you don't see us, but we're here cheering you on. Somebody needed to hear that. One more. Yep. Look at that. The Hierophant. That is spiritual counsel. That is a spiritual mentor. That is also traditions. Following through on family traditions. Seeing things in a more traditional light as well. Okay, so maybe some of you decide you're going to be very traditional in your marriage and your partnership and your relationships. You're going to take things slow. You're not going to move in together until you actually get married, you know, things like that. It's like planning a life like that. You could be interested or marrying or dating someone who is very traditional, whose family is very traditional, their upbringing is very religious and traditional as well. I'm hearing somebody here converting to whatever their religion is, okay? or vice versa. But it feels like you're very much supported here. This feels like a big family that somebody's entering in that is, they love their parties, their weekend gatherings, their barbecues, their get-togethers. It's like, just plan every weekend to be with the family. That's it. It's like a done deal. You don't have any plans. And if you do, it's probably like a big old wedding or something, and it's with the same family. So I don't know who this is happening for, but I love that feeling of family, of union, of unity, of everyone getting along, getting together. I also feel that the Hierophant, yes, while there is this feeling of marriage and traditions, someone here could be celebrating an anniversary, an engagement. But the Hierophant always also has the 2 keys in the front that reminds me of like road opening work. So if you do spiritual work, or if you feel like you need to break through any barriers to open up any roads of opportunities, now would be a good time. Yeah. The Empress card also came through. 2 major arcanas in the month of January. I was about to say May, but no. The Empress card, very fertile time for you whenever you see the Empress card, whether that's you being a fertile myrtle. If you don't want children, use protection. Be careful with that. It is an opportune time for you to go through this experience, I should say. For some, and I say experience because I heard IVF, so some of you may be signing on that dotted line that you're going to, go through a series of treatments. I feel like someone here is financing this. If you were wondering if you were going to get the financing, I feel as though the Hierophant is the financier. The 3 of Cups is celebrating this journey, beginning of the year. Okay. But whatever this is, when it comes to your goals, your manifestations, the Empress reminds you that whatever this baby is of yours, a business, a project, a relationship, an actual baby, the Empress is here to remind you that you can do this. You can do hard things. You can nurture. You can love. You can, I just heard you can be expecting soon. So watch out. Ooh, if that doesn't confirm it, baby coming through. If that is like, it's in the cards for you, literally, like you really want this for you this year, this feels like a very good year for you for that. Let's move on to February. 3 of Wands, much to look forward to. I do feel like you are making big plans for what you want in anticipation for the coming months. Okay. Again, relationship, business, any area of your life, I do feel like you are hoping, wishing, praying, anticipating growth. But you've got to remember that with the 3 of Wands being early on in your journey, you've got to also do the work. You can't just stand around saying, well, I lit a candle, I talked to my guides, I did my mantras, my meditations, my scripting, but are you actively doing anything to make these changes? Ooh, especially if you are looking for love. And let me tell you, if you're like, oh, just waiting on Mr. or Ms. Right to come through, but then you don't leave the house, they're either going to break into your house, or it's Mr. Amazon Prime or UPS or FedEx or whoever does your package delivery. Okay, get out there, be social, network, meet new people. It is there for you. It's waiting for you to get out. Look at that, bottom of the deck. Oh, the Death card also wanted to peek through. So those of you looking for love, February looks like a very nice time for you to be social. Maybe some of you are going to do something with some friends and you meet someone who's also single. February looks wonderful for couples as well. This feels like very daydreamy energy, making plans for your future, looking back at how far you've come together, trials and tribulations of relationships, of marriages. And I also feel like for some of you, you could be doing something special with or for your partner at this time. Moving on to March, you have the Five of Pentacles. Now, remember that just because some things don't always work out the way you anticipate, the way you want, does not mean that it's not going to work out for you. No, that's not the meaning of the Five of Pentacles. However, that's the feeling I'm getting here with the Five of Pentacles. It's like you tried something, it didn't work out, and you're like, oh, I guess it's just not meant to be. No, that's not it. You don't give up after, one or two or however many tries. You try something different. You tweak it. You wait for, I don't know, you do further research. But if you overthink and you're quick to give up and then you're just like, I don't know why this didn't work out. I don't know why this didn't manifest. Remember, fives are about changes. If there are changes in your financial situation where you feel like it's stressing you out, you're not making enough money, what's going to happen here? Two of Swords. Take the blinders off. Put the swords down. Start skimming through all them bills. Start going through everything, trying to figure out where you can cut out of your financial expenses or anything like that, and how you can continue investing in what does pay out for you, right? Knight of Cups. I also feel that you will have someone here who, if they see you going through a rough patch, a rough time, they're going to be here to lift you up, to love you, to care for you, to nurture you, to support you. And I feel like they're going to be very crucial to the optimism that comes in with them. If you are used to kind of just like hermiting or wanting to hide under a rock when something doesn't work out, and it's almost as though you don't want to, number one, admit failure to yourself, but much less others, right? Like, oh, this was supposed to work and it didn't. What am I supposed to do? Because that's how I feel with that attachment card. But the attachment card with the Five of Pentacles together, no. You're cruising for a bruising, my friend, because then it's like you're just going through the same cycle over and over again. You don't want to do that to yourself. You've done that enough. I feel like Gemini, someone here beats up on themselves quite a bit. Let's leave that in the past. Don't let it come through in the new year. But I feel like, let me pull a card for the Five of Pentacles. One more before I move on. Why are you worried about this Five of Pentacles? Something not working out for you. What is the Five of Pentacles here for Gemini? The Death card. You are going through some financial situational changes. Unexpected expenses can come through. Some of you may have to tap into savings. Maybe, you're worried because you don't have savings. And so when something happens, like your car breaking down or, unexpected breakdowns within the home, and it's going to cost you even if it's something small that costs a few $100s, and it's just like an unexpected expense can totally throw off your expenses for that month and beyond for some of you, right? But we see here in the month of April, you've got some semblance of money coming through, a new job, a promotion, an added project, additional hours, overtime, can also be like a bonus, unexpected extra income that comes through for you in April, feeling good. It could also be like your income tax return, things of that nature. But the Eight of Pentacles is something that's telling me you are working towards more financial success and stability, especially if you have felt like it's kind of been up and down, hit or miss. Those of you that are dependent on specific people to come through for you, like child support, alimony, or your current partnership that you split, your bills with. But there's something that happens here where suddenly there's a decrease in their income. Suddenly somebody here loses a job or not seeing as much return on their investments, right? Queen of Pentacles is coming through with that Eight of Pentacles, and Page of Pentacles, a lot of earth energy, earth being really grounded, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I mean, let's break it down here. Taurus is just like, yeah, we're not going to just like lay down and take it. We're going to keep doing, we're going to keep being active. It's going to be a little slower with Taurus energy. However, I do feel that You know, Capricorn is very focused when it comes to building that bank, chasing the bag. Virgo being a lot more about like making those proper steps that you need to take to get to the point where you feel grounded, balanced, secure. You know, for some of you, and I don't know why I'm saying this, but $7. I don't know what $7 means to anybody, but I heard $7. So if you're seeing like an increase in your bill and you're like, Jesus, like this is going up and blah, blah, blah. And it's like a difference of $7, or like something that just is like, at the end of the day, it just feels like, is $7 worth something to stress about, to like worry about, to hone in on? I don't know why $7 is coming through. Okay. Maybe some of you feel like I'm down to my last $7. I don't know, but it feels like there's something here about $7. I don't, somebody let me know down below what the hell that means. I don't know. I feel like at some point for some of you, that's like what you felt was your lowest, that you never wanted to go be, you know, like below $10 or something, or 20. And here you are with $7. I don't know. Spirit's not letting me let that go. Tell me about $7, Spirit. For some of you, this new opportunity or a product or an item or something that you need to purchase to create more money, more wealth, more stability can maybe cost you $7. Right? Like somebody has a workshop, a training, you know, an ebook, I don't know, something that you feel is going to be beneficial for you. And you're like, I can't spend extra money. And it's $7. I feel like Spirit is saying like, are you freaking kidding me, Gemini, you're not gonna, it's $7, you know, like I don't know what this is. It just feels crazy to me, but I guess in April you'll let me know. May is the 5 of Swords. Now be careful not to be jaded or a little bitter here, bitter Betty, if you feel like you're doing everything that you possibly can to rise above, you know, certain hiccups on your path, on your road. It can come off very rude, but also I'm hearing the word brute, like just very rough around the edges. What you don't ever want to do is if this is your partner, a friend, or somebody that you work with, like you don't ever want them to hear, wow, you're very strong to deal with that kind of situation, to deal with that kind of energy. You, vice versa, as well, don't want to have to deal with that energy, and you don't want to hear that as a compliment, because it's not. If you're putting yourself through a situation where someone is like being a total jerk, because that's like my a-hole, you know, son of a whatever energy. Wow, you know, you're really strong. I can't believe you deal with that. You put up with that. That's not a compliment. FYI, that is not a compliment. Break that down so that you understand why I say that. Because I will get people that will fight me on that. Strength is beautiful. It's courageous. You can do hard things. But strength in situations that you are tolerating unnecessarily is not admirable, right? 6 of Pentacles. Because how many times have you seen other people deal with stupid relationships, stupid people, stupid circumstances, when you know it's like, friend, you could walk away from that. You know you don't have to put up with that, right? Don't put yourself in those type of situations. At work, in friends, in family, in relationships. If for whatever reason you need to borrow money from someone, be careful who that is from. I feel like there are strings attached here. They're not going to let you forget it. They're going to string you along and probably embarrass and humiliate you. I'm just letting you know. Okay? That's coming through loud and clear. You're like, no, I'm going to hold on to every last penny so that I don't ever have to get in that situation. 4 of Pentacles. If you don't have a savings account, it's super important for you to get started, to sock away some money so that you're never put in that situation, okay? Elevate your finances, elevate your life, the way you do things. I have to cover this image up, sorry. You know, very important, but the world is the end of a cycle. So this could be a cycle of financial difficulties, a cycle of feeling like there's never enough, or that you're never enough, or that you're never going to be able to get through rough patches like this. But you will, and you'll have opportunities in the coming summer. June, Two of Wands at a crossroads here. Being able to create the life that you want. Now, not a single one of my cards is in reverse. So when you see that happen, when I'm shuffling and the deck flies or the card flies out in reverse, Spirit is saying it's very important that you read it this way. Three of Wands in reverse, right? Three of Wands upright. You know, you're doing the work. You're very optimistic, waiting for your ships to come in. The Three of Wands in reverse is kind of like not being able to see what's next for you, or being afraid to make any type of sudden movement. It's like trying to move ahead in life, but you're taking more steps backwards than forward. And so it feels like you're very much in limbo here. Two of Wands, Three of Wands in reverse, Page of Swords. Careful not to make any like abrupt, hasty decisions based on anger, on certain experiences where it brings out like a younger, immature, rebel teen version of you. Fool. I do feel like that Page of Swords is going to say like, that's it. You're not good for my mental health and well-being. You don't belong in my future. I'm letting a lot of people, a lot of shit, a lot of stuff go because I just can't. I just cannot. Knight of Wands, right? You're just like, I'm in it to win it, and I'm in it for the long haul, whatever this may be. You know, you don't get my dreams, my goals, my journey. You don't understand. This is what I want. I feel like you have a lot of pushback from certain people that want you to follow more traditional route of growth. I feel like someone here is even feeling let down by their closest people, friends, family members. I'm also hearing that they'll continue to do this because you don't stand your ground. You don't speak up. You don't set boundaries. Like, I'm hearing someone saying in their head, I hate when so-and-so says or does this. But then have you ever actually said that to the actual person? And it doesn't have to be like a big blowout or an argument. And you can be casual about it and be like, you know, you say things like that quite often. And what's your point? Because it's, you know, it doesn't make me feel good. So if your goal is to not make me feel good, well then congratulations. You do that a lot. Ten of Wands in the month of July. Nine of Swords. High Priestess. A lot to be worried about this year. What is going on? I'm hearing bad news. Something sets you off. And I feel like if you receive bad news or someone around you receives bad news, the High Priestess, yeah, see, communication that stresses you out, that makes you worry. The High Priestess, it feels like you saw this coming. You knew this was bound to happen. This was coming back around. And it's like, I freaking knew this was going to happen. I called it. I knew it. I dreamt it. I had a premonition about it. Yeah. Someone's bad behavior, someone's codependent behavior, someone's manipulative, you know, energy, especially if it has to do with family, friendship in the home. I heard you're not going to tank this. You're not going to ruin this for me. Okay, so somebody's definitely here setting up boundaries. I also feel that somebody's bad habits are discovered. Like maybe somebody's not supposed to be drinking anymore, or, you know, doing anything recreationally, and you find out that they're actually doing it behind your back. It's that type of energy. It's like, I freaking knew it. My intuition was like on point. I knew this was happening. This could be a partnership. This could be a child. This could be in your workplace. If something feels off, it's because it is. Trust your intuition. But there is some communication that comes through about that. Is there a resolution here? Queen of Cups, Hanged Man. I feel like you're torturing yourself emotionally, holding on to everything, but the Hanged Man is a moment of pause. It doesn't mean it's not going anywhere. It just means you've got to really break things down here and get to the core, get to the bottom, the reality of a situation before you're able to move on. You'll slowly move away and find resolution. It's not very clear cut and dry, right? Yeah. Like I said, if somebody here has like a drinking problem, or they're not supposed to be drinking, maybe they've been sober for a while, they might have a slip up. Okay. And maybe it started off real small on occasion. So it's not like full on they're drinking hardcore again, but maybe they've had a sip here and there. So they've fallen off the bandwagon way before. And they're not, you know, they're hiding it from you. For someone here, someone may have gotten a DUI and you're barely finding out about it. Or you're warning them you're going to end up getting a DUI, and then it happens. And you're like, I effing told you. So for some of you, the Hanged Man here can really speak of, like, you know, sitting down with this person. And it's like, okay, why are you doing this? You already know you're not supposed to. Why did this happen to begin with? What pushed you to that point? I feel like getting really to the core of the problem, of the situation, of the trigger. Knight of Wands in August. You know, inconsistency here. So they could be like, I'm good, I'm good. Or you could be saying that. We're good, we're going to work through this, and we're just going to, like, you know, hop on this horse and just act like nothing ever happened. But there's still that sense of wanting to play things cool, wanting to play it off, wanting to be like, everything's okay, don't worry. Not asking for help, not letting anybody in on the problem, on the situation, or anything like that. Because for some people, you may need the additional help here, a support system. The Hermit, King of Cups, Justice. Let's avoid a DUI, okay? Let's avoid drinking our emotions or codependencies when you should be dealing with whatever this is. Some people, there's somebody here who may feel like, I guess I just got to hide under a rock. I got a hermit. I got to ignore the world. I got to isolate. But be careful that there isn't some underlying deeper depression, which in some cases it is. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing anybody. Disclaimer. But there is this feeling of making things right in a partnership, in a relationship, in a family, in a marriage. And someone here may have to go to court. Someone here may get a very huge ticket, citation, legal situation that may come up. Stay away from that. Stay away from getting yourself into trouble, or your partner, or your children, or whomever. Yeah. Could be in the workplace as well. Three of Pentacles. You just want to make things work. You just want people to be like, listen, I'm here for you. So-and-so's here for you. You've got a support system. You've got a network. That could be you saying that to someone, or you could be having people coming to you to let you know, listen, let's not go down that path. Intervention time, right? Ace of Wands in September with the Six of Cups. Much more nicer, lighthearted, happy energy. 2 sixes right there with the Six of Wands and the Five of Cups. So some of you could be, you know, whether this is you or someone around you, if you are thinking back to childhood events, childhood wounds, wanting to heal your inner child, being more playful. This could also be wanting to uplift and support somebody that you've known since childhood. Could be your own children, could be, you know, childhood friends. There is this undercurrent, undertone of disappointment, of sadness, of feeling like you've been let down, deceived, secrets that were kept from you that make you wonder, what else? What else don't I know? Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. I've done the work and I've been here. I've done everything. I've, you know, ride or die. I'm here. Again, doesn't have to be love. Can be, you know, children, family, friends, relationships. Can also be in the workplace. But somebody here has some codependencies, depressive activities. You're like, yeah, we did not come this far just to come this far, right? The Fool card. So it feels like maybe some of these trials and tribulations that, you know, stemmed from previous years are still, you know, peeking their way through. It's like tying up loose ends throughout the year. Because your first major arcana in the main spread isn't until October, where it's more impactful here of new beginnings. Starting fresh, a new job, a new business, a new home, a new chapter in your life, wanting to live more carefree and worry-free. Yeah, worry-free. Five of Pentacles, the Magician card, Nine of Cups, boom. Listen, you're just like, no, I need to turn my back on that Five of Pentacles energy. I don't want any more of that. I don't want any more of this feeling left out in the cold. People not trusting me, people not coming to me. I don't want to be the person that doesn't feel safe or comfortable enough to go towards people, towards my support system. I want to be able to be that person that creates the life that they want. Wish fulfillment. What you wish, what you dream, what you desire. You want to be the person that creates that life for themselves. I definitely see like some hurdles that you've had to go through and epiphanies that are hitting you come October. Now remember, we all have free will. So this is, you know, some perspective, a peek at what can happen and how you can make the changes so you don't have to go through such difficulties. Some experiences are inevitable because Spirit is saying these are lessons that you need to learn from and close out rather than repeating. I heard rather than acknowledging the lesson and then effing repeating it, okay? Some of you are like going through the same freaking learning cycle, karmic cycle. And it's like, here we go again. But why? I was more mad at Libra yesterday than I am at you today, but but it's like air signs, you're going through some frustrations that you're not letting go. Seven of Swords in November. Get out of your head. Stop plotting your own demise. Knight of Pentacles. Tower. Oh my God, something fell over there. Okay. The Tower card. What you don't take responsibility for, especially in your finances, will come crashing down. Your financial stability, your investments, your family situation, the Tower. It's like, there's your clean slate. There's like, you didn't learn. Here you go again. Boom. We're going to bring it all down. Start rebuilding. And some of you, I feel like you need to do some crown chakra and third eye chakra clearing. Like intense. Intense. Because I'm hearing cognitively, you're not seeing what you're missing in terms of not being able to connect the dots, if that makes sense. Okay? It's like the same cycle, but then you don't understand why you're repeating it. But you're like, but I already went through this cycle. I already experienced this. Why do I have to go through it again? Because you didn't learn. Because you just, went with the motions and then didn't do anything to actively learn from it, put it behind you or anything. Two of Pentacles. You juggle enough, something's bound to drop. And that Tower is saying, it sure is. The Chariot brings in success in areas of your life that you are choosing to pour into. But don't let other areas of your life be neglected. King of Wands in December. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here. There's that Five of Swords energy again. Winning at all costs. Being determined to say, F it. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get out of this situation. On the flip side of that, the Five of Swords is also that person that's like, I don't give an F. Who gets in my way? You're going down. I'm breaking through. I'm breaking free. So careful not to ruin marriages, partnerships, friendships, co-workers, relationships that you value. Right? Nine of Wands, Seven of Cups. I feel like someone here is having like this panic button moment of, I guess I can't trust anyone. That you literally have this feeling of, no one's got my back, everyone's against me. Whether this is you or someone that is close to you that's even saying, I can't even trust you anymore. Harsh, harsh. Page of Cups. It's like, how can you say that? I love you. How can you say that? I'm here for you. I've been through this with you. I've been through that with you. We've been like, and there is something here that is saying someone is seeing red. You can't see through, like you've got blinders or something. Definitely do some energy clearing because I don't trust that energy one freaking bit. And I'm going to tell you right now what I just picked up on. If somebody is jealous of your marriage, your partnership, your relationship, or business connections that maybe you have as you're growing your business, ooh, that evil eye is real. Do some like clearing, uncrossing, hex breaking, evil eye protection, banishing work. Archangel Michael, let's what you got here for Gemini? Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Let go of fear now. Forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. I only pulled for one other sign, the Archangel Michael deck, because he was in the reading and calling his energy to come through in the deck. And I just left it here. And I felt called to bring in his deck because I felt like there is this sabotage energy around you that is literally driving you freaking nuts. That has you second guessing yourself, that has you second guessing who you can and cannot trust, who's bringing in doubt and fear in various areas of your life. This is mind fuckery energy, psychic attacks. Be careful who you open up to. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and those around me. Let go of fear now. Archangel Michael, please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts or feelings. Forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. I ask that you help me let go of self-blame and forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger or fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. Oh my God, I hope that's coming through clearly on the screen. Screenshot these prayer cards as they will feel helpful to you down the road. I'm going to pull Romance Angel Oracle cards. Let's tap into some love energy here for you. Thank you guys once again for being here. I know this is a long one. Your yearlies usually are. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and subscribe, and double tap that bell to get notified of all of the readings. True love. This is a romance of a lifetime. Trust. Trust in your marriage. Trust in your partnership. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Look at that. Wedding. This situation involves marriage. Careful, careful, careful. Protect your marriage, your partnership. Some of you can be getting engaged, or getting married, attending a wedding where they meet someone. If you've been single for a while and you know you have trust issues, or even if you're with someone and you have trust issues, or your partner has trust issues, there is this very strong message to make sure that you feel safe and secure with each other, both on your part and theirs. Okay, so this card flew out first. What did I tell you? There's gossip around about you, about your partnership, your marriage, your business, whatever it is. Some of you, no. The Ice King. This is like King of Swords energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Big boss, big entrepreneur, but also can be pretty serious and stern, detached energy here. Very analytical. But there is this energy of pureness with them. I heard pure. What's that saying? Pure as the driven snow? Is that correct? We don't get snow here, so I don't know. Karma. Toxic story and new opportunities. What I tell you about closing those karmic cycles. Okay? Wow, look at that. Ice King and Ice Queen. Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This can be a single mother, divorcee, but also this is reminding you to use discernment, to use your logical skills and not go making decisions or assumptions based on gossip. Don't let them get to you. I feel like that is their purpose and they love it. They love to see you squirm is what I heard. Especially in the workplace or your partner's workplace, profession, college, workplace. Workplace gossip can also be coming through for some of you. And I'm going to pull one more and then the Power of Surrender cards. It's about the fun times. Enjoy the lighthearted energy, parties, events, having fun. I do feel like I had some of that energy come through early on here as well. Now, the Power of Surrender cards, I have been closing out all the readings with this deck because I feel like it's really been tying up the entire reading as a whole. What do you have to surrender to or surrender from to make 2024 your best year yet for Gemini? Surrender to success. Yes, Can we, please? I'd love to see Geminis surrender to success, surrender to joy, surrender to your need to always be right, surrender to silence, surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Remember what I said, you guys. Don't think that you have to start all over again from the beginning and then thinking like, okay, here we go again. And then you just have a repeated cycle year after year. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. And speaking of leaping, like this card literally says, leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. And what is the card that followed right after? Surrender to joy. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. Surrender your need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. Surrender to silence. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. I don't know what's going on, Gemini. Some of this was a little bit heavy, and I don't wish that for anyone in the coming year. I wish you happiness. I wish you healing. I wish you joy, much success, so much love. And the good thing is that if any of this resonates with you or has in previous times, and you're like, no, I don't want this in the new year, you have the ability to stop it in its tracks. Get to the core of it. Get to the core of the lessons. Jump ahead. Jump timelines. If you jump timelines and you don't do the learning, the closing out cycles, you're only taking those same lessons with you into the future. Remember that. Sending you guys so much love. Remember, your playlist is here, whatever other readings I have for you here, and I can't wait to see what's in store for you month to month in the following months. Okay, so I will see you guys soon. Happy holidays, happy new year, and love and blessings to you all. Take care. Bye.